Just trying to set up. Give me a second. There we go. So, Captain T. What is Captain T? My name's Amber Greenlee. I've drawn comics for a long time. I got my degree in it. I have the door open right now and people are screaming on the street, so you might hear it. And Captain T is a story that I started writing probably about 11 or 12 years ago. And it was inspired by a dream, a fever dream, because I was sick, where it was this crazy dream where there's a flying ship and we were after King Ollie's gold, and we found him atop this mountaintop, this pyramid. And as soon as we opened it up, it was like the opposite of Pandora's box, right? Instead of it being bad stuff released into the world, it was all this good stuff. It was happiness and like balloons with happy faces on it and like confetti and rainbows and all this stuff. And in Tweaker, my dream, really wanted to get rich and didn't appreciate the treasure for what it was. And like me, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And so I woke up and I was like, wow, what a really cute world that this was. And so I wrote down my idea. A year and a half later, Tweaker passed away. And so I promised Ian that I would finish writing the story that was inspired by that dream. It's him discovering there's more to life to be treasured than treasure. The friendships he makes along the way, all the tropes, all the cliches. I think stories like that are still important to tell each other. King Ollie, I wrote down all his rules, expanded his character because, he's there in Terrania now. There's an insert character of the Stowaway. She's kind of based after me and how I would react because, again, that's where the dream started. She wants to do the Jack London thing. She wants to live adventure and then write about it. The only way to do that is to live adventures. So she hooks up with Captain T and, they go looking for King Ollie's gold. They discover King Ollie. When he's showing them all these different things, it takes a while for Captain T to catch on that Ollie's treasure is not what he would consider treasure. So the story is really about them developing a friendship. I wanted to show you my paper archive. This is an actual paper towel that I drew out this idea onto. Yeah, I'm not going to find all the pieces. You can see right there. Yeah, so you can see there's Captain T. So let's see, where are we going to start? The front. Storyboards. Let's start there. This is me writing. It's just lined paper. You can see this is me planning out scenes. And my initial plan was for animation. And so I know that they're really, really rough to see right now. They make sense to me. Addie stealing the ship. Captain T meeting with the tall stranger, which is part of the first story. Addie saving T. This is what I planned for the beginning of it. And this is kind of going to be my inspiration for the first comic page, where I'm basically going to have the dirigible coming in from the distance, and so you can see all the clouds and everything. We're going to zoom in on T. We're going to zoom in on T flying. Yeah. There's T flying into Trade Post. Good shot of Trade Post. He flies over Trade Post, checks it out, and then this is when I was thinking that there would be a whole world of airships. Is like, hey, you can land here. Here's a little pole that's like parking for airships. Okay, so he basically takes this grappling hook and he throws it at a pole. This is him throwing it. He tightens it. So he pulls it and he ties it around the steering wheel. Here, let me show he goes down. So there he is going down into his little compartment. And I thought it was funny if he had like a Gone Fishing sign with bad spelling, but no. The good thing about working on something for 12 years is you can let stuff lay for a while. and then come back to it and see if it still lands. You know, if you're like, if it's cringy a couple of weeks or months or years later and it's not funny anymore, it's probably not fun. This is an image of trade posts, marketplaces and stalls and stores, and this one, but it's him basically flipping down on his little rest stop area. So you can see him land. He takes out keys and he goes like a car. All right, now we start getting into the pencil stuff that's really hard to see. This is him walking around Trade Post, checking his notes about where he's going to meet the tall stranger, going to the rental place. That's storyboards for Captain T. So what's next? Oh, these are rules, maps, world, note cards. You can see they're numbered in the corner. So they're numbered in the corner. There is an order. This is the story. This is Captain T right here. See, that's me trying to figure out how many pages I could do in a year. These are the beat notes for the story. When I first started the story, I used to have these note cards taped all over my walls, and I used to move them around and figure out which part of the story needed to go where. Let's see, what else is here? Okay, so these are some outline notes that I did. This is actually my story timeline right here. And so you can see, or my rise of action, you know, which acts I was kind of planning the arcs around. What's this one? See, Captain T meets tall stranger in Trade Post to get map to King Ollie's gold. Yeah, these are my beat notes for pages. Can I show those? Yeah, there you go. With comics, you have to figure out where the page flips are going to be. You have to figure out which format you're going to put it in, where the gutters between passages of moments are going to be, if you're going to have several moments extend over one panel, like if you're showing an evolution or a montage of something. This is the map that they're going to follow, basically. This is my outline for the map. They're going to find these things as they travel that are going to resemble the map. Yeah, like here's a cactus in the snow. Here's Addie pointing something out. You know, going, hey, look, there it is. You know, there's the eye, or something like that. Yeah, here's me working out beat notes again, story beats. So those are kind of my story beats and my outlines. And so as we progress, we're probably gonna attack these pages a lot. Rules. I have a writing book I really love. It's by an author by the name of Davarsi, and it's called Creating Characters. And I love it for so many reasons because it helps me break writer's block like that. A good rule of writing is that everyone has a story and nobody's just set dressing, because that makes your world feel more real. Method for creating characters is almost like a personality test where you can determine where they are on this chart, and if they're a mover, an observer, energizer, relator, if they're emotional or in control, or if they ask more than they tell. She basically made these charts, and depending on how you answer these questions, that's where your character's at. And so you can see down here that Ollie is a relator energizer. Captain T, he is a mover observer. He's more controlling and highly motivated. Silent character, you never really hear him talk, but he communicates with people off screen. I think I might have him talk with pictograms. If you've ever read the comic Owlie, which is a kid's comic, but it is so cute, so brilliant. The characters talking is like pictograms, and so I'm kind of inspired by that, and I think he's probably going to be the only character that talks like that. Sergeant. This is one of my first sketches of Sergeant. We're going to go over other sketches of Sergeant as a detective, and so I might bring back the hat. I kind of like the hat. This is Addie. She's very emotional. She asks more than tells. So these are my motivation questions. This one was a hard list to write. I have this list, and I have King Ollie's Gold. Captain T in the search for King Ollie's Gold. Rules of conduct. Captain T is never heard. He speaks off camera, between scenes, through letters, gasp, sighs, and is the silent of a one-sided conversation. Oh, kids fill in their voice. If comic, pictogram. So 2, Ollie never gets angry, upset, or frustrated. He's very Buddhist in every respect. 3, T's pockets are his bat belt. 4, Ollie's gold is never gold. His treasure are things to be treasured, not wealth. 5, T's sword is never used on people, ropes, objects, food, etc., but no people, no blood. 6, T will not abandon anyone in trouble. The stowaway can't fly the ship. That's number 7. 8, Ollie doesn't carry money because he never has to pay for anything. 9, the stowaway is always up for anything and plunges forward with optimism. And then number 10, Ollie is good at anything and everything, but is non-competitive and never brags. This is King Ollie's Gold. These are the things that he values in life. King Ollie's Gold. Take naps. Play in the sun. Get exercise. Eat good food. Make friends. Be nice. Eat your greens. Stretch. And have adventures. Yeah, this is the dirigible. There's a period of time when I was planning this for animation. I wrote music. This is the castle theme. Lost Pair of Naughty Pants. I'm gonna try and sing it and embarrass myself here. It's totally out of my range. Why did I write this? Yay! This is a villain's theme. I did design the ship. So I guess I designed the ship. Yeah, look at that. Ship design. Awesome. Okay, I will keep these out. That has to be the next video, is designing the ship. That's going to be me actually drawing. Oh, it's on gridded paper too, so I can just count it. Yeah, this is me trying to figure out the ship to balloon ratio. I'm planning the fins. Oh, this is so cool. Thanks, Past Amber. This one has a swoop. Those are staying out. We had a flood in our house a couple of months ago, and everything got wet, and this file smells like bog now. Okay, places and detail. Yeah, I feel where these guys got wet. The ink didn't run. All of these notes are numbered. This is the world right here. I have to sit down and just digitize all of these by scanning them in, retyping them. Got wet in the flood. Oh, that's nasty. That's not cool. I gotta go wash my hands. That was an old version of the script anyway. I've updated it. So, what that was, those were paper copies of the scripts that I had written. Flood got to them, destroyed them, and while I did have notes on like one of the stories, I have all of them saved digitally. I applied those notes to the digital version probably about like 2 years ago from the ones that you just saw there. And this is the script. And so this is the one that had all the changes from those paper copies I just threw out because they got nasty from the flood. It's written in screenplay format. That's because, again, this was when I'm still thinking about animation. But I need to translate this script into a comic script. My maps. The first map that I made for Terrania is this guy. And this is kind of an everything sketch map where I was just trying to figure out what kind of regions were in the area. So it's kind of deserty down here. This is Pajit, where the cats are from. It's the Amor Sea. The pyramid where they find Ollie is going to be like up here. Trade post is down here somewhere. These are the Eden Isles. This is the Crownish Kingdom up here. This is Phrygia. I have all these different trails and rivers. There's mountain ranges on here. I made overlays for that map. There you go. This is trade routes. Going over the other insanity in my brain. Bruce saved the day. He saved the shot so that you guys had something to look at. These are Terraria air currents is what this is. I would think that if you're flying an airship, this would be the kind of stuff that you would keep on board. What's this one? It's like opening up Christmas presents that past Amber made for herself. I haven't looked at a lot of this stuff in a long time. You know, I've made it, I put it in. I've made it, I put it in. I've made it, I put it in the file. It's really cool. Country map. So Phrygia, Crownish Kingdom, Citoriforn, Yukori, Dalet, Rangier, Frostland, Fabooted, East Pajit, and West Pajit. There's Mentuego, Dunehurt, Unknown Regions, Corsinia, Lost Demia. There's the Merklins. Faux Dream Territory. In Chalcamy, there's Phibos, there's New Crownland, Crownish Kingdom, and then New Crownland is this shape. It goes around that way. Put that with the air currents. This is my favorite map. This is the topographical map. So there's a mountain range that comes down here. This is the Amur Sea. It's named that because it's shaped like a heart. And then that mountain range continues down this way. Over here, it's very flat because it's a desert. That was good. Good file day.